good morning, good afternoon, and a very good evening, as it is now, to you, the good and wonderful people of Tube. Hope you're today, home feeling grand, and all is manual. Hello there, everybody. We are on an guitar road trip, equipment road trip, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you call it in this day and age. To get a guitar. Queenie's on cam duties. So the guitar we're going to get, I will tell you, it's an old Encore. I believe it's from the 70s. I don't know much about them, to be honest with you. I'll do a bit of research when we get back. This video might turn into a couple of parts. I don't know what state the guitar's in. It's sight unseen kind of thing. I've seen one picture of it. I don't know if it works. It doesn't look like it's got any strings. I don't know what state it's in. I don't know anything. Well, all that will be revealed in this video. If it's too far gone, then I'll do a couple of videos on this guitar. But at this point in time, this could be a project, people on YouTube. I don't know yet. But it could be perfect. We just don't know. I might be able to put new strings on it, and away we go. But yeah, it's an Encore JHS 1E or something like that. It's a really weird looking guitar. Basically a Strat, but not quite. Very Tysco-y. So that's right up my alley, that is. But yeah, super cool guitar. We're on the way now to SkegVegas to get it. And yeah, so well, we might get a bit of footage from on the road. I might tell you a few stories, maybe. Anyway, onwards. So that place across there, people with Tube, is called the Ship Atlantic Bar. Oh, excuse me. It used to be like an old 50s kind of diner. Anyway, I was in like this pub band playing there one night, and we turned up and set up and everything like that. And we did our first set, and then the landlord came up to us after our first set and said, "Oh yeah, you can go now. We've had complaints." And that was the end of that one. So weird gig, very weird gig. And it was yeah, people really basically hated us because they didn't, basically because we were playing like Jimi Hendrix and Rory Gallagher stuff and like like proper old school rock stuff. They didn't like it. They wanted to hear Kings of Leon, and we don't do that. We didn't do that. So yeah, we got told to leave. We still got paid though, so there was a bit of a silver lining, but still very annoying. Anyway. Onwards to the Encore. I didn't call it a Hondo. It's not a Hondo. Okay, people of Tube, we have the guitar. I haven't seen it yet, actually. I've left it in the bag that it's coming because I want to see it when you see it and when Queenie sees it. So we're heading home now from Skegness. Next thing you'll see is probably us at home, and we'll get the guitar and we'll have a look, see what goes on. The woman who sold it to me, very nice woman, said probably need restringing, but other than that, she says it should be alright. So we will see. So anyway, see you in a bit. Okay, so we thought you might enjoy, oh look, Toe, it's not the tower, it's the Toe. Have you ever been to the Toe Cinema? It's amazing. Anyway, we thought you might enjoy the front lights of Skegness, people of the Tube. if you've seen a gig vlog we did with the trio, you've probably seen all this before, but it's going to be quite fleeting. This, oh, check it out. Spider-Man, you're my favourite. You're not really. Sorry to let you down a little bit.
He's a lot bigger than I am.
He is. He's I thought you'd be taller. Anyone get that quote? Can you tell me what film that's from?
I can tell you it's from the film of my life. Well, I like that.
Grow up then.
Sideways.
What in the name of all hell was wrong with that car? What the hell's going on with him? Spinny man. No, I probably can't see him. Steamboat. The Savoy. Rory Gallagher had a what's it called? Residency at Savoy Hotel. Still footage of it, I think, on YouTube, or has it been taken down? Who knows? Anyway, thought you might enjoy that. See you at home. Bye. Yes, fair. Okay, so I've just had a Bishop Brennan moment. So bearing in mind it's been about 10 minutes since I told the story about playing there at the ship and basically getting told to go home once we finished what I said. And I said, oh, we still got paid. Literally, we drove down the road and it's on our right side now. And I drove past us and I was just like, or did we get paid? I just randomly blurted it out with no context whatsoever. But it probably meant, I don't think we did actually get paid. Actually, that's a good point. I don't remember anymore if we actually got paid. But that's a proper Bishop Brennan, he did kick me up the arse moment.
That was my first thought as soon as you said it.
Yeah.
It was just like complete silence and then, or did we get paid?
Bishop Leonard Brennan. He did kick me up the arse. Anyway, onwards. Okay, but we're back. We have the guitar here in its bag. I have yet to see this. Queenie's yet to see this. You've yet to see this. So, let's get it out. I was going to talk a bit about history, but first we'll get the guitar out and we'll have a look. So, ooh, it came with an old 70s. That's a Tysco lead. That's an old 70s guitar lead. That is. I can tell that. I've got enough. I've got enough of them. There's an extremely cool strap here. Actually, that's a saxophone strap. Anyway, get the guitar out, Dave. Fiesta Red. How do I get it out? There we go. Oh, wow. Okay, that's really cool. My God, that fretboard is really grimy. But, there you go, people of the tube. It's really skinny. It's like a Hofner Super Solid. That's a burn in the neck. There's a burn in the neck. I don't know if you can see it there. There's like a burn in the neck. So this is a saxophone strap that's been repurposed. It's got a nice scratch in the neck there. I don't know. Again, I don't know how well you can see these. How cool is that though? It's missing its string trees. We can fix that. We need at least one, I think, because those strings are way too high at that point. But that's the logo. It's really hard to see. It's very hard to see because it's kind of faded in the light. Oh God, nightmare. I can't get it. You kind of see the LCD screen. Anyway, there you go. It's matching headstock. I need to get this strap off. It's missing the tremolo arm, unfortunately. It's still got the spring, so it kind of still goes. It's still got the volume and tone dials as well, which is. Oh, and the switches still move. The pickups look bizarre. They're just these plastic kind of soap bar things. JHSIER. Anyone know what this means? I have no idea what that means. I've never even seen one of these guitars before, so... Also, I was looking around on YouTube, and I think this is the first video with one of these guitars. And I also think that this fretboard is maple, and it's been stained like they used to do. The action on this thing, I could get a double-decker bus under the action. We're going to have to sort that out. There's a lot of adjustment though, so that's good. I might not have to shim the neck. I thought I might, but I think we were okay without it. Cool machine heads. So, wow. I mean, they're heavy strings. They're probably from the 70s. They are big strings.
mean, they're knackered strings. They're coming off and going in the bin because I don't want to catch. What's that again? Tetanus. It's got that Teisco kind of brown, kind of almost baked maple neck looker thing. That's cool. It's still got that sticker, but I have no idea what that means. It's obviously, I mean, JHS. That's the model of the guitar. We've got a bullet truss rod. I've just noticed. I mean, that just doesn't scream 70s at all, does it? Apparently these are early 70s. I don't know. I mean, I've literally got no reference on these things whatsoever. There's not much on the internet about them. There's no videos, as far as I know, PeopleTube, of one of these on YouTube. This is, as far as I know, the only video showing this model of guitar on YouTube. That's mental to me. Apparently these things are rare, and that's how I would say it's definitely true, because there's just no videos of it. It looks like a full-size Strat body, which again is kind of like for a 70s, that's just a total kind of like no-no thing, but they did it. It needs a very good clean, it's gross, and my hands already feel gross. This is weird, PeopleTube. 19 frets. Only 19 frets. Super weird, I trust you'll agree. So, I think I'm going to put 9s on this just because of its age, and I'm not sure what the hell these strings are. I mean, the fretboard is absolutely manky. I don't know how well it'll pick up on camera, but it looks absolutely disgusting. The frets need polishing. It'll probably need a fret level as well at some point, but that's not going to happen today. We're just going to see if we can get it playing. The nut to me looks like it's been cut at some point for a left-handed player. Like it's been strung upside down. I don't know, this definitely won't come across on camera. Oh, it might do actually. You can kind of see the E and the B have been cut wider for bigger strings. Now I don't know if that's just to facilitate these two not rattling or what, but either way. But yeah, the Encore JHS-1E. I've never seen one of these things, and again, I actively hunt these things down, and I've never seen one of these. So, anyway, PeopleTube, let's get on with it, shall we? So, first things first, we need to get this strap off, because I can't do anything while this is on there. So, I'm going to have to cut it, unfortunately. It's just string. I'm going to have to cut the string around the machine head, strap button, sorry, and then we'll get the strings off, give it a clean the neck, fret polish it, and go from there, really. Just basically, and then, hopefully, plug it in and play it. Hopefully a bit. We'll see. Anyway, there will be more than one video on this guitar. Well, depending on how many more, I don't know yet. Anyway, let's go. Okay, straps off. Gonna get the strings off. This guitar is manky. It hasn't been used for a long time, PeopleTube. You can really tell. Machine heads feel great though. They don't feel tired or worn out or anything like that. I mean, that could change. I could put strings on it and one goes ka-pew! In that Western style, but in the pictures, it actually, when I saw this, like Facebook Marketplace, PeopleTube, by the way, when I saw this on Facebook Marketplace, I saw it and I didn't think it had any strings. And the reason for that is the strings are so black and dirty and corroded, you can't actually see them in a picture. But yes, it's gross. It really needs a good clean. Oh, that machine head's... Check this out. Oh, where are we? Nice and secure. Anyway, we'll fix that. We will fix that. Let's get these strings off and try not to cut myself in the process and get them in the bin, because I don't want to get some horrible tetanus disease from this horribleness. What in the name of gravy's happened there? Oh, well, yeah, okay, so we've still got the string cover at the back and the high E's stuck in there. Ow, that hurt. Okay, so we've got them all out apart from the low E, sorry, which is stuck. Might need some pliers to pull that out. So, if anybody out there knows any more about these guitars, can they let us know in the comment section, because I've got no idea. And the strings, of course, they're knotted onto the fretboard, onto the machine. As of course they're knotted on. You know, that's how your guitar stays in tune, isn't it? You put a square knot in it, and that's how it works, isn't it? Oh my, I don't understand this is actually kind of gross now. Ugh, mind your eyes. Oh, what have they done? Okay, so what they've done, they have actually square knighted these. Okay, I'm gonna cut them with the head. There we go. I'm gonna put my glasses on as well because I don't want to get hit in the eye. So glasses are going on. You don't need to see this, people do. Back in a minute. Okay, strings are off. These strings we're thinking are actually the original 70s strings because the B string was probably the equivalent of a gauge 11 or 12 high E string. The strings were horrific and are really stiff, and they remind me of these strings called cathedral strings. I've actually got a pack of them over there, original set of old strings. Could you pass them, Queens?
I was just about to
Yeah,
ask.
so I have these. These are unopened. Old cathedral. These are from, I think these are 60s or 70s. I forget. These are unopened, though. Still got the sticker on the back. And they remind me of these. And we had a few of these in Old Hat when I was there. These were my set that I got. And they remind me of them. They're absolutely horrific. It's no wonder people went for the lightest strings they could get back then. Because you can't play these things. You can't play a guitar with those strings. They are just horrific. Especially with a high action. So anyway, we got the bridge off. The bridge is literally nothing. You can see it's actually hollow. It's just a piece of steel. It actually, I don't know if I can do it, but it actually rings. No, I can't do it. Got the wheels off, thumb wheels off. Got the spring out as well for the trem. That's there. Like I say, it is missing its tremolo arm, but these Tyscos are always miss. Well, these Tysco can't. It's not a Tysco guitar, this one, but it's a. All these guitars are always missing the trem arms. So, we're going to clean it up now. And then we're going to polish the frets, clean the fretboard, string it up, and then we'll go from there. Because I don't know. Let me look it down the neck a sec, actually. Okay, so the neck's got a bit of an up bow, but it's nothing major. Nothing too bad. So, yeah, we'll clean the guitar first, head to toe. Polish the frets, clean the fretboard, string it up. I'll clean the electrics as well while we're at it. String it up and see where we are there. Also, I need to put a screw in this machine head as it's rogue, basically. It's doing what it wants to do. And this one's not great. That one's not great. They just need tightening up. They're a bit loose. I'm also going to put a string tree in there as well for the B and the high E. I'm not going to bother with the D and the G because I don't like them anyway. But yeah, other than that, PWG, it's apart from being filthy, it's actually in really good condition. There's not many dinks and dents. And it has got a lot of play wear in the cowboy cord area, as you can see. The rest of the neck, barely even touched. It's heavy as well, I've got to say. But that cowboy cord area, look at that. That's had some work out, that is. And again, I don't think this is a rosewood neck. It looks more like maple that they've stained, and the stain has worn through. It has been played further down. It's been played to about the 13th fret, well, 14th fret on occasion. Not much, though. The wear kind of goes, it kind of like cycles off like that. So it's kind of like this kind of weird kind of shape, like hill shape almost. Anyway, enough waffle. Let's get this thing cleaned up, and we'll be back in a minute, PeopleTube. I'm going to clean the electronics as well. I'm going to let you take a look inside this thing. So we'll clean it first, open it up, polish frets, condition fretboard, string it up, hopefully make some kind of noise. Moving on. Okay, PeopleTube. Body's cleaned, neck's cleaned, fretboards, the frets are polished. At this point in time, I'm using the Crimson Guitars, where's it gone? Fretboard restorative stuff on it, because I don't think this fretboard's ever been conditioned in its life. It's literally drinking it like a drinky thing. But it's cleaned up so well. It's really, it's in very good condition. So what I'm going to do now, quickly, is I'm going to look under the Scratchplate, and I'm asking you to come along and join us on this eventful thing, because I don't think this has ever been off. I'm not going to take the neck off and shim it unless I have to, because this neck's been on it since whenever this thing was made. There's no point taking it off if I don't need to take it off. We did lose a bit of plastic veneer off the bottom of the neck here, but I'm going to just super glue that back on when I need to. Anyway, enough jibber jabber. Let's pull the Scratchplate up and let's have a look underneath. Ha! Okay,
I don't have much in the way of wire. I really want to show you the underside. It's hysterical. Oh, we go. There's nothing there. The pickups are top mounted. Look at that. There's nothing under the scratch plate apart from 2 holes for the pickups to go in, the 2 switches, and the pot and the jack socket. That's your lot. How weird does that look? That is actually weird. I was not expecting that. That's really strange. I need to find the nozzle for my Servasol. That is definitely not it. Yeah, that's a new one, people tube. I've never seen anything like that. That is weird. So I'm just going to basically Servasol this stuff while I've got it open because I don't know if this works yet. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, it does. I have no reason to believe it doesn't work, but... Oh. A bit more in there. A bit more in here. Be quite liberal. It hasn't been used for a while. Okay, I did not expect that. I really did not expect that. I expected to see cutouts in the scratch plate, and there just isn't any. So that's really weird. So I've got a bit more cleaning to do now. I've lifted this up, obviously. Has it changed colour? No, which means it's a polyurethane finish. It's not a nitro finish on this guitar. I didn't think it would be, to be honest with you. I was going to be pleasantly surprised if it was nitro. But for some reason, it looks like they didn't buff it under the scratch plate, which is very interesting. Oh, it is plywood. It's not real wood. I wasn't sure if it was or it wasn't. It definitely isn't real wood, people tube. It's a plywood body. So yeah, I'm just touching up the fretboard conditioner because it's absolutely drinking it to all hell and back. So there we go. Let's just clean this off around here as well. Okay, put it back on. Jobs are good, my dears. Why do I keep saying my dears?
Because I'm here.
Because you're there, yes. It's because Queenie's there and I was called my dear. Anyway, I'm going to put these screws back in the plate now. Just keep making sure that wait till the fretboard conditioner is fully sunk in, and then we'll get it strung up. I need to clean the thumb wheels as well. The metalwork on this and the chrome work on these guitars cleans up so well. It's like literally brand new. It's literally brand new. It's insane. It's not tarnished at all. Anyway, so there's a few bits I need to fix. We've lost some string furls as well. We need to put them back in. Intonation is going to be very interesting, to say the least. It might be worth maybe at some point thinking of getting like a Les Paul style bridge on this, if it'll fit, so I can actually intonate the thing instead of it just being kind of guesstimate. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way it's cleaned up. I need to find a string tree as well and some screws for the dodgy machine heads. Other than that, jobs are good. And then we can hopefully plug it in and make some kind of noise with it. I don't know, it's getting very late now though. What time are we actually on, my dear? What is it?
9:30.
9:30, everybody. 9:30. I've been doing this for quite a while now. That fretboard's looking good though. But yeah, this guitar looks ace. It's really, really cool. I need to get the rest of this string off the strap buttons at some point and this bottom one. But that's okay for now. Yeah, so I'm going to put the screws back in. Oh yes, move these about because I haven't done that. Okay, everything feels really good. I mean, everything moves. I do love the fact of you won't be able to see it, so I can't unfortunately show you it. But on these pickups, they're definitely single coils and they're kind of disguised as mini humbuckers. But on these pickups, these are not actually pole pieces. It's actually just tin foil underneath there. I don't really want to take them apart because I don't know what they are. Because they're top mounted, that's all there is. So there's no adjustment on these things. What you see is what you get. I can't get them higher, I can't get them lower. That is it. Which is really cool. Anyway, let's get the screws back in, keep conditioning the fretboard, restorative, sorry, and yeah, and then we'll string it up. Okay, computer tube. Just to let you know, I'm going through the machine heads here, just trying to find out which ones are weak and wobbly and which need tightening up. So these are the machine heads. This is the low E, and with these old machine heads and this kind of style machine head full stop,
every now and again what you get is this like wiggle. Like they just become really loose and a bit kind of like a bit weak, so to say. So what you do is take them off, this cover then comes off, and you're left with this. So you can see the cog. And all you do basically is just take a screwdriver, tighten that screw, put the cover back on. Job's a good one. No more wiggle, no more moving about. I've just not got string for all that. They're just loose as all buggery they are. And that's it. That's all you need to do. So I'm just doing that now, just making sure that they're all within reason. That B string's a bit dodgy. I'm going to do the B string as well. They're not the best machine heads. This guitar is a candidate, depending on it, for better machine heads that I do have upstairs. I've got some other machine heads that would fit this guitar that actually probably would be better for it. But at this point in time, I'm leaving it as original as possible. Well, that was really loose. The B string was really loose. Okay, wrong way around, Davey. And that's the lot. I think that's pretty much it. So just like I say, just to let you see again. So machine heads like this, back cover, just pull it, comes off, shows you the gear, shows you the actual what you call this, the top peg head, and just tighten that screw in the middle, put it back together. You know, jobs are good. And yeah, done. Okay, YouTube, I'm knackered now. I don't know how long I've been doing this for, but the guitar is restrung, clean as a whistle. It's cleaned up so nice that you can see the room behind it. You can see the ACD. Can you see Queenie? Wave Queens. Kind of, yeah, you can just see it there. So it's cleaned up really well. I've put a string tree on it. I've polished the frets, but this thing needs a refret. These are the original frets, and they are shot basically. And the frets down here were obviously never meant to be played because they're like this. It's like, you know, it's like the deserts. It's just up and down like a yo-yo. It's crazy, but it's cleaned up really well and it's strung up. And I'm yet to plug it into an amp, so it might not even work yet. I don't know, but it plays. But to say it sings would be a lie. It definitely doesn't do that. Plus, there's one note down here where you can play 2 frets and get the same note because one of the frets is really high, which is great. I love that. Anyway, how cool does that look? I mean, honestly, what's not to love about the way it looks? It's literally one of the coolest things as well. And that's that sticker, PeopleTube. Hope you can kind of see. Like I say, I know the guitar's the JHS1E. And I've got to say, I didn't know Encore had been around since the 60s. I really didn't know that. Can I get that in any kind of light where you can see it? It's really hard because, there we go. It's gold on red and it's a nightmare to see. But yeah, there you go. Like I say, this is a 70s model. It really is like the Hofner Super Solid. It really is. I really want one of those as well, and I have my eye on one. But I can't get it yet, unfortunately. But yeah, so anyway, what I'm going to do now, quickly and randomly, is plug it into the Boss Guitar Artist and see if it makes any noise. And just on a very low level, because it's really late and I don't want to annoy anybody, have a bit of a play, see what it sounds like, see if it does any sound whatsoever, because it might not yet. Anyway, oh yeah, no, just to let you know a couple of things I've done as well, PeopleTube, is just the truss rod. The truss rod wasn't on at all. Another thing as well is I've took the spring out of the tremolo. It's like a Bigsby. This spring goes between this plate and the base plate, and that's basically what gives you your tremolo. I've took that out because the break angle over the bridge, as you can see, is ridiculously shallow, so the strings literally just pop out this bridge all the time. I can't get a Les Paul bridge on it as they're the wrong dimensions. To do that, I'd have to actually drill the holes, so I might do that at some point, change this bridge out, put one in. I can actually intonate it, because the intonation is not the worst I've heard. Sounds pretty bob on, actually. But one thing that does happen is your strings pop out of the groove, so I might make those grooves a bit deeper. Anyway, I think also I'm going to shim the neck. It might make this thing actually play a little bit better than it will, but that's a job for tomorrow. And I've done enough videos on shimming necks when I'm doing this kind of thing. But other than that, PeopleTube, the neck's really nice. It's really weird to only have, 19 frets. Basically, I'm missing 2. It's got some absolute dings and dents in the neck, this thing has, but it's a cool looking guitar. How cool was that? Anyway, other than that, yeah, that's what I've done to it. I haven't filmed a lot of it because it's took me so long. It would bore you all to tears, trust me. But like I say, so let's recap. Cleaned the whole thing up, cleaned the electronics out. Again, I don't know if they work, but we're going to find out in a sec. Cleaned the fretboard, conditioned the fretboard, polished the frets for whatever they are, fixed the machine heads, tightened them up, restrung it, put a string tree on it, sorted out the bridge and whatnot. And yeah, it's back together in all its red and black gloriousness. Look at that. And look how thin it is as well. It's like a little wafer biscuit. Anyway, I'm going to plug it in. Let's see if it makes some noise. Okay, so take two. Just plugged it in, just filmed a little bit of playing, and then had to restart for reasons I won't go into. Anyway, so this lead that I'm plugged into the guitar with is a lead that came with it, and this is an original 1970s lead, like budget lead, and it works. And the guitar works. So I do need to clean the jack socket though, because I forgot to do it because I'm an idiot. But the guitar works. So, and it sounds weird. It's got its own little unique little sound. Smells funky. It just smells weird. It's got its own odour, this guitar. Anyway, that's the bridge pickup. So it sounds a bit weird because if you look at where the bridge pickup actually is, it's quite far from a bridge, so it's giving you that kind of like position 2 kind of Strat kind of sound, but not quite position 2. You know, almost. The neck definitely needs shimming. Anyway, that's the bridge pickup. This is both together. Definitely chose the right strings. Gauge 9's rule. Okay, and this is the neck. Oh, I've knocked the string out of the groove. Knocked it out of the groove, man. is not to love about these kind of guitars? Honestly, what the... It's so pling... But it's got that sound of those old, like, blues guys. Like, it sounds like, John Lee Hooker. It sounds like all those, you know... That's further up than I thought because I've only got 19 frets. I need a slide. Where's the slide? I know I've got one in here.
It's on the cabinet.
Okay. This is literally one of the coolest guitars I think I've ever played. Dad's playing along in the kitchen.
I love it.
Enough for now. But that I'm not going to stop playing it. But that's enough for now. But my God, that's a guitar. So cool. See one, buy one. Trust me. Plinky in the best way. I'm gonna put a shim in the neck tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. Other than that, Pilchu, you'll see this again at some point in the near future. This guitar ain't going anywhere for a while. It still smells weird. It's got a really odd pong to it, even though it's clean. Anyway, I need to get this string off the strap buttons as well because it's really knotted on there. I can't get it off. I'll find a way. I will find a way. Anyway, PeopleTube, hope you enjoyed this video. Encore JHS1E. Never seen one of these before. Have you? Do you have one? Was this your first guitar? You know, let us know in the comment section below if you've ever seen anything. And if you know anything about these, please let me know, because I literally can't find much about them apart from the early 1970s. I don't know when this one was made. I just know I love it, and it's amazing. And I love the fact this lead works. That's really cool. And yeah, thank you much indeed for watching. I'll see you again very soon. Have a good morning, afternoon, good evening. And I'm going to play some more blues, I think. What's it like on the ambient setting? It's not in tune enough. We need to play blues with it, man.